Hey everybody, I'd like to get right to it. So the week that I am going to be discussing is November 6th through November 9th of 2023. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So I'm starting on Monday. Remember, on Mondays, we always look for the second position. So it is 6 a.m. My green zone should be opening soon. Yep, just right there. So now we are marking our previous highs and our previous lows. Boom, just like that. And down just a little bit. And now we're waiting for structure to be broken. So structure is broken. It is too small, so we need a confirmation candle. And we do not have a confirmation candle. So this is now gone. And now we are waiting for more structure to be made. And that is more structure just like that. So now this is now considered our new low. And now we're waiting for structure to be broken. Structure is broken, so now we need a confirmation candle. And we have a confirmation candle. So remember, on Mondays we always look for the second position. So this was the first position, so we're going to go ahead and delete this low, and now we're waiting for more structure to happen. So we have more structure right here that is made, and we also have connecting wicks. So this wick is connecting to this low, this wick is connecting to this low, and we have some connections over here, this low, and this low. So it looks like this is going to be our strongest low over here, just like this. Boom. And now we're waiting for structure to be broken. So waiting, clicking, let's see, and structure is broken. So we are going to put our position here. Our stop loss will be above our previous high, just like that. And we are aiming always for a 1-to-1 trade ratio, always to start off with a 1-to-1. So we'll go ahead and let that play through. And it's taking a while, but we have patience, so we're waiting. And boom, TP1 has hit. And so now if you want to go further and say you have two positions open, you can go ahead and bring this down to a TP2, just like that. And we're going to bring this to a break even for the second position. We've already collected the bag for our TP1, and now we are in it just for any extra profits if it wants to give it to us. So we'll go ahead and let that play out and see if it'll give us a TP2. And then at the TP2, we can go ahead and just call it. So we're in the new day. It's getting ready to open, and boom. So TP2 hit. So Monday is a TP2 trade. Boom. Nice little drop. So we can go ahead and delete this. We're done with that trade. And now we are on to Tuesday. So we can go ahead and play. Get us to the opening. So we just woke up. So the market is now about to open soon. And so cool. So the market's open, and we have our previous low here, and we have our previous high, which is telling us that these connecting wicks, connecting, is going to be here, right here. Boom. So we have our previous low, previous high, and now we're waiting for structure to be broken. And we have more structure that was created here, so now we can go ahead and move this here to be our new low. And now we're still waiting for structure to be broken. And structure is broken, and so we can go ahead and go for a short position above the previous high and a 1-to-1, just like that, and play through. And so it looks like this one is going to, it hasn't hit stop loss yet, so we're still in the trade. Okay, and so I think that hit stop loss. Yeah, so that hit stop loss. So Tuesday, November 7th would be considered a loss, and since we're in our black zone, I'm no longer looking for a second position. I'm just waiting for a new day. So we can go ahead and remove that. Tuesday's a loss. That's okay. We're not discouraged. We're just going to wait for a new day and get it back the next day. So now we are on Wednesday, and the market is about to open. Boom. So the market's open. We have our previous high here, and we have our previous low here. And so right before the market opened, actually, it had already broke. And so since it broke this previous high before our green zone, I'm not taking the position, right? So this is invalid of a break for me to be trading on. So I'm waiting for more structure. It looks like this is now spiked up to here. And so I'm going based off of this high right now and saying that this is my previous high until further notice. So we're waiting for structure to be broken. And structure is broken, and now we need a confirmation candle. And we have a confirmation candle. So we're going in here. We're having our stop loss above our previous high zone, get some room, and we're always shooting for a 1-to-1. Boom. So 1-to-1, and we'll let that play out. Okay, so pause. So that went immediately. Nice. I mean, it took a minute, like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 30 minutes, TP1 has hit. And so now we want to aim for a TP2. We can go ahead and bring this down to a TP2. We close the first position to secure the bag, and the second position is risk-free, right? And so we're going to bring our stop loss down to break even, just in case it comes back up. It can just close at 0, and we are now aiming for a TP2. And boom, nice, TP2. And so in certain occasions like this, for the people who want to risk more, I say never really go past TP3. If there is a lot of momentum pushing, then you can try to test your luck to see if it gets to a TP3, but always keep your stop loss to your break even. And so we can bring this down to, we can actually, first we'll have to bring this back up to C first, if it would let me. Okay, so no, so we'll go ahead and delete that. We'll just put another position here. All right, we have our 1-to-1. And then we'll be reaching for a 1-to-2, which is right here. So that's the 1-to-2. And now we're reaching for a 1-to-3, which is right here. So the 1-to-3, and then this is, of course, to its break even. So we know where the 1-to-3 is, and now for the people who want to take a little more risk and see, because of that hard momentum, if they can get to TP3, then you never know. So it looks like, yeah, boom, there it is. So TP3 actually hit right here around 11 o'clock. So TP3 hit. If you held the TP3, I'd take the TP3, close it, call it a day, and now we're waiting for Thursday, which is the last day that we trade, because we do not trade on Fridays, of course. So we can go ahead and delete everything that was on the screen. So we have a TP2. I'll just consider this a TP2 because typically I try to aim for TP2 and just call it a day. So now we're on to Thursday, November 9th. And the market is now open. We have marked our previous low, which is here with our connecting wicks. Let's make sure this doesn't connect to anything. Nope, so we're good. So that's our previous low. And we have our previous high, which is here. Until we technically need another red candle or something. So let's see first. Okay, cool. So now this is considered our previous high. And so now I'm just waiting for structure to be broken to enter into my trade. So structure is broken, and that is a decent sized candle for me. I will take it. And we also have our previous low being changed, right? So off of these two candles, we now know that this is our previous low. And we can bring our stop loss below our previous low. And we're aiming for a 1-to-1, just like that. So we'll go ahead and let that go through and see. Okay, boom. So TP1 hit beautifully. That was actually in, what was that, 5, 10, 15? That was in 20 minutes. Nice. So now we're going to aim for a TP2. Right? Come on. All right, we'll just say a TP2, and we'll bring this to a break even. And let's see if we can get a T. Oh, nice. And a TP2. Boom. So right here, you can already call it a day. I would already have called it a day, so a TP2 day. But for those who are more risky and you want to try to aim for a TP3 because of the strong momentum, then of course you would just want to make sure that it's lined up right. So we're looking for a TP3, which that zone would be right here. So we have a TP3 zone, and we would always make sure that our stop loss is always still at break even. And so now for those who are more risky and want to see if they can get a TP3, then you can see, and boom, look at that right here. TP3 actually at 7:45 a.m. So we got all the way to a TP3, a beautiful rise on Thursday. And that is a good way to end the week with a TP3. I would have closed it at a TP2 personally. But for all those who are more risky, you could have got a TP3. And remember to always move your stop loss to break even. So that was this week, guys. We had only one losing day. All the rest were TP2s, TP3 days. So it was a beautiful week this week. Again, this is November 6th through November 9th. I will be posting my daily trades in my shorts category, and I will be back next weekend with another weekly overview of my markup. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.